Hi friends, we will begin sitting on our mats. You can sit facing the short edge of your mat or long edge of your mat, whatever works for you tonight. I'm sitting up on a yoga block, so if you have one handy or a cushion or bolster that you would like to sit up on, by all means go ahead and grab that now. We will be doing a seated practice, so no standing tonight. We'll start with the legs extended. If you are sitting up on a prop, be careful of your knees. You may want to give them a slight bend occasionally if it feels like too much pressure. Sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, sweeping the palms up as we exhale, reaching forward. And as we inhale, coming back up. Exhale, fold forward. And you don't have to go very far as we warm up here. Inhale, come up. You can also bring the hands down to the thighs and slide them forward instead. And sitting up nice and tall. One last exhale, folding forward. And come up, sitting up nice and tall. Draw the sole of the left foot onto the mat. Hug the knee into the chest. If you have a little more space, lifting the foot up and off of the mat. And bring the foot back down. Grasping the left shin with the right hand, bring the left palm down onto the mat behind you, opening for a twist to the side. If you have a little more space, bring the right elbow to the outer edge of the left knee and open here. And if you have space behind you, you can reach your hand back, but I don't have that space today. Unfurl, coming back to center. This time, left palm to left shin, reaching back with the right hand. Again, you can extend the right hand back behind you and bring the left elbow to the inside of the right knee. Chin parallel to the floor. Unfurl, coming back to center. Allow the left knee to float out to the side. And if you're sitting up on a yoga prop, you may need to adjust your seat just a little bit. Bring the sole of the foot to the inner edge of the thigh or just underneath. Sitting up nice and tall. Reaching the fingertips up as we exhale, taking a forward fold. And we'll do that sort of swaying action again. So rising and falling. Again, the hands can be down on the leg and you can simply slide them forward. And come back up. And up. Last time, coming down. Hold here. Gazing toward your big toe. And come up. Bring the right palm down to the right side. Lean into it so that you can draw the sole of the left foot back onto the mat and then slide the leg forward. Right sole of the foot comes onto the mat. Hug the knee in. If you have a little more space, lifting the foot up and off of the mat. And set the foot back down. Left palm comes to right shin, right palm comes behind, or again, choosing your variation to draw the elbow to the outer edge of the knee and twist to the side. Come back to center. Right palm to right shin, left palm comes behind, opening to the other side. And as we come into this position, if you do have your elbows to the inner edge of the thigh or inner edge of the knee, try not to let the knee flop out to the side, but press into the elbow and the elbow into the knee at the same time, creating balance, almost as if you could hold a piece of paper there. And unfurl, coming back to center. Allow the knee to float down to the side. Adjusting on your prop so you don't fall off like I almost did. And again, folding forward for one breath and sitting up for the next. Nope, falling over. There we go. Once you are folded forward once again, take a pause. And come up. Draw the sole of the foot onto the mat. Extend the leg. Sitting up nice and tall. Sweep the palms up. Take a forward fold. Gazing toward the big toes. Again, you may bend your knees here if you're up on a prop and need a little space. And come up, sitting up nice and tall. Bring the sole of the left foot onto the mat once again. Right palm comes down to the mat, lean into it. This time, bring the left foot behind. So the left foot comes behind, knee coming out from the hip. And you can take this as far back or as far forward as you have space for. You can also prop this knee up with a block or a blanket. You can also bring the heel closer to the hip or farther away from the hip, depending on what you have space for. So playing around with that. Drawing the toes up toward the ceiling for a flexed foot. Slowly folding forward. Again, gaze is toward the big toe. And if it feels comfortable to simply sit up like this, or mildly comfortable to lean, if that's what you have space for, by all means, linger there. And come up. Right palm comes down to the mat again, leaning into it. I'm sorry. Just kidding. Stay where you are. Don't move. Don't move. I'm sorry. Don't move. This time, bring the right heel toward the right thigh. So you're bending this knee as well. So both knees are bent in this sort of double stag or half pigeon. Again, bringing the heels as close to the thighs or as far away from the thighs as you have space for. Again, you can prop up the knees here, and we'll take that forward fold. And I'm going to move this out of the way temporarily. So you can come straight toward the shin. Some people end up toward the knee, and some end up more toward the foot. So just playing around with that. And if you have the space coming down to the forearms or forehead, And pressing into the palms to sit back up. Lean into the right palm. Extend the right leg first and allow the left leg to join. Bring the left palm down to the mat, leaning into it, bringing the right knee behind, keeping the left leg extended. Again, taking a forward fold, gazing toward the big toe. Bending the knee here if you need a little space. And come up. Left palm comes down, lean into it, bend the left knee. Same thing, second side. Taking a forward fold if it feels good. Again, you can sit and linger here if that's what you have space for. And come up. Lean into the left palm once again. Extend the left leg and then allow the right leg to follow suit. Move any props you may be using out of the way. And if you were facing the long edge of your mat like I was, go ahead and rotate toward the short edge. Ankles down toward the bottom edge of the mat. Make your way onto your back. However you get there is all right. Once onto the back, hug the knees into the chest. Draw the right sole of the foot onto the mat. Cross the left ankle over the right knee, allowing the left knee to open or draw away from the chest. You may stay here, or if you have a prop handy, you can bring the right foot onto a block. If you have more space still, reach through the triangle created by the left leg, reaching through with the left, reach around the thigh with the right hand, so you're interlacing the fingers behind the right thigh, or around the shin to draw the knees in toward the chest. Bring the sole of the right foot back down onto the mat. Uncross the left knee, hug it into the chest. If you have the space, extend the right leg down and onto the mat. Grasping the left shin with the right hand. Draw the knee across the chest for a spinal twist, gazing up toward the ceiling, or if you have more space, over the left shoulder. You can take this knee as far as you have space for. You may also extend this leg here. Come back up to center, hug both knees into the chest. Draw the sole of the left foot onto the mat. Cross the right ankle over, allowing the right knee to float away from the chest. You may stay here again if you have a little space. Bringing the foot up onto a prop. You can simply hover the foot as well if you don't have a yoga prop handy. Or reaching through the space, interlacing the fingers behind the left thigh or around the shin and drawing the knees into the chest. Release the left foot back down to the mat. Hug the right knee into the chest. Extend the left leg if you have the space. You may also leave the foot onto the mat. Or on the mat, rather. Onto the mat. That sounds funny. Anyway, left palm to right shin. Again, drawing the knee across the chest. And come back up to center. Hug the knees into the chest. Extend the legs long, moving into Shavasana. You may take Shavasana on your back, side, or belly. You may also use any yoga props you have handy. You can also choose to do legs up the wall or recline bound angle, joining the soles of the feet together, knees float out to the side if Shavasana is not within your space, or some other posture. And you may sit and meditate as well. So choosing your repose pose. Closing the eyes if that's comfortable for you. Relax the ankles. Relax the calves. Relax the thighs. Relax the hips. Soften the belly. Relax the palms, relax the forearms. Relax the shoulders. Relax the chest. Maybe swallow to relax the throat. Relax the jaw. Relax the forehead. Relax the whole body heavy into the mat and take this time to simply exist. Slowly come back into your body by wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes. Gently moving the ankles from left to right. Slowly rolling the wrists around in a circle. Slowly and gently shaking the head no. On your next inhale, reach the fingertips high above the head, stretching from fingertip to toe. And as you exhale, rolling over onto your side. Thank yourself for stepping onto your mat today. And when you're ready, bring your top palm onto the mat in front of your chest. Extend your top leg and gently guide yourself up to a seated position. Bring the palms together at heart center. Rub them together to create prana or energy. And place them over your heart. And as we move forward into the week or the weekend, please take this practice as a gentle reminder to check in with yourself daily and ask yourself, what do I need right now? What do I need right now? Bring the palms together again at heart center by your head. The light in me sees and respects the light in you. Slowly flutter the eyes open if you have them closed. Bring the palms back down to heart center. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice. Oof.